The Coonass Podcast is intended for adult audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
In the bayou, you gotta get down in the mud to find the good stuff. It's dark, it's dangerous, and we don't give a shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the inaugural Crypto Coonass Podcast. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The Coonasses now will be talking about cryptocurrency. Today, as you can see on the screen, we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Now, before we get into anything, we're going to let this music shut off in a second, and we're going to talk about some shit before I go on this endeavor here, because people have been asking me to do it. So, turds, I'm going to read the following statement that's on the screen at the bottom. Follow along if you can. Okay, turds, this is where I say I am not a financial advisor. I don't care what you buy your own shit. I don't care about what the market is going to do because lines on a chart do nothing but make people go batshit crazy. Bottom line is, this is a simple blue-collar coonass, that's me, looking at a project to see if it has real-world use or value. So, if you're new to this, if you have not seen the Coonass Podcast in the past, I'm going to say this. It's just not safe for work. There's a big fat parental advisory down at the bottom there. So if you can't follow that, if you feel hurt from certain verbiage that I use, go fuck yourself because I don't care. Okay? I'm just going to be straight with you guys. Okay? Now, without further ado, let's get into it, okay? So today we're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about what the fuck is Bitcoin. So let's start off with Bitcoin. Let's read along here. Bitcoin is an innovative payment of network and a new kind of money. Now, guys, it's technically not money. It is currency. Money has a value. Currency does not. Okay? It is not. So, like, to give you an example, currency has a dollar. I'm trying to explain this to you. So pretty much currency is different than money, okay? Just know that, okay? This is not really backed by anything but the value that everybody speculates that it holds. And we'll talk about that in a second, okay? Just like the dollar. The dollar, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, is not backed by anything. It's also currency. It used to be money because it was backed by the gold standard. Now it's not. So that's the kind of thing that's going on in our society now, is that we have these standards and nothing is backed by it. We're fucked, okay? But hopefully we'll find out what's going on with this. Okay, so Bitcoin, new kind of money. So this is an overview. So it uses peer-to-peer technology to operate with no central authorities or banks. So this is a decentralized system. Pretty much how it works, ladies and gentlemen, is like if you have a Bitcoin wallet, you are part of this network here, and you carry all the ledgers and transactions on your program. So in case one goes out, guess what? The program is still going. It's actually a genius design when it comes to maybe a server or ledger setup. And this technology, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know, this is going to be the new shit when it comes to servers and databases. They got companies already using this shit, okay? But we are talking about Bitcoin itself, okay? We're going to get into some things. There's a reason why I'm doing this. Again, I am not a financial advisor. I'm talking about the tech. I'm talking about what the fuck does this shit do and does it help us? That's all I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck how much it costs or what it's worth. We're not going to go into that shit on this channel because that's dumb. That's dumb because... And we'll get into why I think it's dumb in a second. So, okay. So, we have fast peer-to-peer transactions. So, pretty much, you would be able to send money from one country to another without going through all this bullshit through the bank and paying this fee, and then it goes, takes a week. You could transfer Bitcoin, in a day. Not even. I mean, some of these other cryptocurrencies, within seconds. Okay, we're going to go over those, too. But today is Bitcoin. Now, low processing fees, well, we'll get into that in a second. Worldwide payments, you can send this worldwide, and fast peer-to-peer, depends on how fast the network is. They have a lightning network, supposedly, that's supposed to be included on this. it hasn't happened yet that I can see. I mean, Bitcoin is not that fast. It's faster than doing it through a bank wire, but it's not, faster than some of these other cryptos. Okay, so, all right, so we'll get started. All right, so what is Bitcoin? What exactly is it? Okay, we went over some of this, but world's first cryptocurrency, best defined as a digital currency that only exists electronically. That is correct. Bitcoin, you don't hold a Bitcoin. It's not like a coin, okay? It's not like a dollar, or it's not like a dollar bill. It's kind of like when you log into your bank account online and you see you have money in there. That's pretty much what it is. It just tells you what you have. But the only difference is at the bank you can pull out dollars, and in this you really can. You just switch it and you get something for it, okay? It's decentralized. That means it doesn't have a central issuing authority. So that means for all you people out there that do not know what Bitcoin is, and this is for you blue-collar folk out there, the bank doesn't control it. You don't pay the bank. You just hold on to this little wallet deal or whatever this program, and it keeps it there. And then you decide how to use it, and we'll go over that in a second. Okay, so let's really talk about how this system works. So the first thing is a verification process, and it minimizes the risk of fraud. And okay, so what happens is you got these miners. Okay, so what mining is, and I'm not gonna show you, but a mining is when you take your computer and you decide, it's like a math problem, and then whoever solves the math problem adds a verified block on the ledger. So like you use your computer to mine, like it uses its graphics card and its CPUs to do all these math problems, and you get rewarded for it. So like the miners get Bitcoin for pretty much running the ledger. So it's pretty much a reward system. So it'd be like if like you ran if you were a bank, the bank takes some dividends or whatever, like a percentage of all the money that goes through the bank to run the bank. So it's kind of like the same, like you're the bank in essence. You're going to get paid for doing, letting your computer do work for you. Now there's electricity costs and all that stuff. And look, I'm not going to get into mining. We'll get into mining sometime on the podcast, but we're just talking about Bitcoin itself. All right. So pretty much, so look, this is kind of easy. He likes to pay for he orders a coffee, uses Bitcoin wallet. So you have an address. You see this right here, ladies and gentlemen? You have an address. You have an actual, that's your address. Now, that's not the one you'll get, but you'll have one similar to that, and that will be the address. And all you do is, the person that you want to send money to has an address. So you type in pretty much the address. It's kind of like putting your credit card information on a website to buy something online. It's kind of similar. You're going to put the address, you're going to have your address, you put the address where you want to send the money, you put how much you want to send, you click send, and it goes. Okay? Pretty much it's how, kind of like putting, again, ordering something online with your credit card, debit card. That's pretty much how it works. Okay? It stores your, you have different ways of storing your cryptocurrency. You can use exchange, you can use a wallet, a hard wallet, a public key, a private key, a paper wallet. There are many different ways you can store your cryptocurrency. You do the research and find out what is safe for you, okay? I'm not going to tell you how I store my shit. It's none of your goddamn business. You understand? None of your business. None of your business, okay? So, but I'm going to talk more about Bitcoin. But like I said, it's your business, okay? Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you how to do what with your crypto, okay? I'm just trying to figure out if this shit is worth it or not. That's what this series is going to be about. Will this project be worth it, in my opinion? And trust me, I'm going to be doing a couple that I'm going to say are shit. But we're going to get to those, but we're going to Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the king. Bitcoin was the first. That's why we're doing Bitcoin. So you got hard wallets. You see this little thing here? It's like a hard wallet. So it tells you how many transactions. It's kind of cool, Now, of course, why use Bitcoin? Look, that's up to you to decide. I'm not gonna go over this shit because the advantage of now there are legal gray areas we will talk about in a little while. But for right now, it's there's a legal gray area. The price does fluctuate. It's not stable. They have some stable coins, but they got some that aren't. And usually all the other cryptocurrencies, they go up and down based upon the price of Bitcoin. So that's something that the SEC they're trying to figure out with cryptocurrency. You got coins and you got tokens, okay? There's a difference. A coin is something like Bitcoin. It has a value, you use it to purchase. A token has a utility, like say it gives you a service or something. So they're trying to figure all that out. I mean, and again, I'm not here to figure that shit out. I'm just here to figure out if this shit is worth having, if this shit is worth, anything, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about. So we're not going now. You can buy Bitcoin, Coinbase, Coin Mama. There's some exchanges that give you a direct way to buy with your credit card. Again, that is your business. I'm not going to tell you where to buy Bitcoin if you want to buy it, okay? You want to figure this shit out, go on YouTube, go on the internet. They got plenty of people who want to be experts about cryptocurrency. They want to be experts. Some people are, some people aren't. I'm not here to tell you who is and who's not. I'm just here to figure out this shit is worth the goddamn, okay? So, pretty much so that's it. So, who invented Satoshi Nakamoto? Now, apparently, later this month, ladies and gentlemen, at Consensus, he is going to reveal himself, okay, on the 11th, okay? Nobody knows who this motherfucker is. Satoshi Nakamoto, nobody knows who this motherfucker is. Supposedly, we're going to find out, though. We're going to find out, ladies and gentlemen. It might be Donald Trump. We don't fucking know. It could be fucking Nancy Pelosi. Hell, it could be Vin Diesel. It could be fucking Jon Snow. The guy, Kit Harington. It could be the fucking Night King himself. We fucking don't know. Game of Thrones reference. Sorry. I'm all pumped about it. Sorry. So anyway, again, we don't know. We're going to find out. All right, so here's the best use case right now per Forbes magazine. This is an article from Forbes. I didn't write this. I read it though, and I think it has some good examples. But we're gonna really get into some of this shit. So Bitcoin as collateral for real world assets. Okay, so pretty much because it's a ledger, it's set up to where you can have all these transactions. Okay, you can't lose them all. You have to download the whole ledger if you ever want a wallet. Every wallet has everything. Okay, so believe it or not, that ledger governments can go through and they can find out where you sent Bitcoin to who. Now they don't know, who the person is unless they have that address. But the point is they can follow your Bitcoin. Like there is transaction history, so it's not like you can hide it, which is kind of cool. Because everybody says, because here's the big consensus out there. Everybody thinks it's made for illegal shit. Use Bitcoin to buy illegal shit. Well, hey, dumb fucks, let me tell you something. That's not the case. You use Monero for that shit, not Bitcoin, okay? We'll go over Monero another time. But Bitcoin, you can follow every fucking transaction on that blockchain. So for all you dumb shits out there that think that Bitcoin is the mark of the beast and that it's meant for all this illegal shit, how about you go fuck yourselves and get a clue, okay? Get a clue, okay? Just because you're old and you don't understand new technology doesn't mean you have to be an asshole, okay? Let's continue. Okay, so pretty much nothing like. What they're talking about here is Abra, what they're talking about here is like they don't really take custody of the Bitcoin. They use it. They lock, like say they want to use Bitcoin to back something up, like as collateral. Well, the cool thing is you can put it in another address, another wallet that both people have access to. So it's like until everything's done and then whatever. So it's kind of cool where you can do stuff like that. And look, they got a bunch of people just trying to jump on the Bitcoin wagon. Bottom line is, and I'm about to get into what I'm really gonna talk about in a second. But I'm gonna tell you guys that I really think like this is something y'all need to look into. Just look into it. I'm not gonna tell you to buy it. I'm not gonna tell you shit. I'm just gonna tell you just look into it, see what it does. Get used to it. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Get used to it because this has been around for 10 years, believe it or not. It's not new. Bitcoin has been around for 10 fucking years, ladies and gentlemen, since 11 years. It is the result of the fucking banker bailouts. I'm gonna go into a little history of that in a second, but it's because of the banker bailouts. So yeah, okay. So how to use the wallet? So what I wanted to do is kind of show you how do you use your fucking wallet to show you how easy it is. Or I think it's easy, but I mean, we're gonna judge all this in a second. We're going to judge this we're gonna judge this project, guys. We're gonna talk about, like, I'm gonna judge it. I'm not just sit here and fucking say, oh God, whatever, fuck Bitcoin. No, I'm looking at it objectively, and every project I look at objectively. I have personal thoughts, and I already am involved in the crypto space, but we're gonna go slow, guys. We're gonna go slow because a lot of people still don't know what the fuck this shit is, right? I mean, I didn't know. I knew for a couple years, but I never really got into it till last year. And let me tell you, there's some shit out there. There's some shit. There's some good shit, some bad shit. Okay, we're gonna try to find the good shit and the bad shit together. That's what we try to do on this channel. Okay, so before I continue, if you watch this video and you want a certain coin you want me to look at, put it in the fucking comments. Put it in the comments. Put the bastards in the comments. You give me a shit coin or a good coin you think it's good, I'll go investigate the motherfucker. I'll get deep in the tech, okay? This one, guys, it's king. So I know a lot about some of these other coins that do certain things. Pretty much Bitcoin, it just pays for shit, okay? Bottom line, okay? It uses everybody has a copy of the transaction in their wallet, of everybody's transactions from the first one to now, okay? And that's how it works, okay? And all the computers help get the transaction across, okay? That's what it does, okay? There's no, there's no secret to Bitcoin, okay? It's just, it pays for shit. That's all you need to know. It pays for shit. That's all Bitcoin does, okay? So everybody else that has all these theories, Bitcoin pays for shit, okay? Get it through your head. All right, so how do you use your wallet? So it tells you smartphone users, you go to Bitcoin wallet. So pretty much I'm just going to go kind of briefly touch on this. Okay, so you're going to have a list of wallets and you pick the one you want, and then what's going to happen is this is going to pop up, okay? If you want to add like whatever, okay, like say I have a wallet on my phone and this is your phone right here. And I pull up my wallet and all I got to do is scan this code right here. And what's going to happen is going to pop up on my phone. I just say, I'm going to give you a Bitcoin. And then it's going to go to you. And that's how it works. That quick. Pretty cool, huh? So, like, if you want somebody to pay you back for something or you want to pay somebody back, it's that quick. It's right there. You don't even have to go to the ATM or write a check or carry cash. See how easy that is? That's pretty fucking easy, It's pretty cool. You always got to back up your wallet. I can't stress enough. If you have cryptocurrency, back up your fucking wallet, okay? Protect yourself. Protect your fucking self. Don't be a dick. Don't be an idiot. Don't, and I'm not going to go into it. I'm just going to tell you this. I've lost cryptocurrency because I didn't back my shit up when it first started. I should have. Because if I would have, I wouldn't be on this fucking channel right now. Okay? That's all I want to say. Not too happy about that. But point of matter, ladies and gentlemen, back your shit up. Back it up. They have ways. Again, look it up. Google, YouTube, whatever the hell you got to do. Look the shit up, okay? I'm not going to tell you how to do it, all right? I don't have time for that shit. Okay. So it tells you the word, back up your wallet. It's a seed, and you spin. It tells you pretty much, you send it, It's, again, it tells you right down, just do yourself a favor, look this shit up, tells you how to back it up. Now, let's get into the meat and fucking potatoes because that's what I want to get into. This is what I am going to base all of my cryptocurrency. I'm not going to call them reviews. I'm going to call them investigations because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to investigate these cryptocurrencies. And these are the 4 things I want to know. 4. There are 4 things I want to know about cryptocurrency before I even think about if I'm going to be involved or not. Okay. So Bitcoin, what the hell does it do? It pays for shit. Okay. What it does, it pays for shit. What has it done for me lately? Well, lately it's been gaining price. It's been gaining a value, okay? It hasn't really done anything for anyone yet because we don't have mass adoption yet. So most of your coins won't have anything of what has you done for me lately. Some of them will though. Some of them are involved in stuff. Bitcoin, let's see. Goldman Sachs now involved with it. They have a lot of Wall Street money that is now getting involved with Bitcoin. So what has it done for me lately? It's gaining value a little bit. It went down, crashed, going back up. Okay, that's what it's done. It's still worth more than when it first started. Okay, so that gives you Number three, ladies and gentlemen, and number 4 are my top 2. I put those 2 last because I definitely want to I definitely want to talk about these. Okay, so let me type in something real. Okay, I'm just gonna type in. I'm getting something ready for something. Sorry, guys. Okay, so can Mama, that's what us Coonass call our grandma, Mama. Mama, can Mama or my grandma use it? In this case, I'm gonna not my grandparents. I only have one grandparent living, and he probably could if I showed him. But this is more for generational stuff. Okay, so can the baby boomers use this product? I would say yes. They know enough to where they know about credit cards, and they know, sorry guys, just pushing that up for a second. They know about credit cards. They know how to pay stuff online. So they can learn how to use it. It's going to be, if I had to just give it an analogy, it's going to be like going from VHS to DVDs. We already have an online system of payment most of the time. We're used to it. We're going from the VHS era to the DVD era in cryptocurrency. That's what I compare it to. So yes, Mama and Grandma could use it. If your grandparents are probably past the age of 70, I would say maybe not. I don't know. But the older generations can learn Bitcoin. And I'm going to say this, that just the transaction part of it, like now, will they ever in their lifetime? Probably not. In fact, in my lifetime, I'm 40 years old. I will probably maybe use it when I'm older. Maybe. Unless there's a big mass adoption. Okay. This will be the millennials and the Gen Z generations that will be using this for payments and whatnot. It might not be Bitcoin, it might be something else, and we're gonna go into those projects. There's many different projects out there. We're gonna touch over on this podcast, but I wanted to start with Bitcoin. I want to start with the king. So number 4, can this get me in trouble with dumb Uncle Sam, dumb motherfucking Uncle Sam, and I'm talking about the government. Well, let's see. So pretty much the issue right now is whether or not Bitcoin is a security or is it not a security. Okay? It's a lot. In order for these cryptocurrencies to be used on a mass scale, they need some regulation. But the problem is that cryptocurrency was made not to be regulated because of the Wall Street bailouts. You see, okay, so let's go into a real history of why Bitcoin was invented. And I'm going to type this in, why Bitcoin was, okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to go to an article. Go to the article because I need some refresh. I know why. It's been a while. Okay, so pretty much what happened, you had these Wall Street bailouts. These guys got tired of banks, the Federal Reserve, getting in here and just printing money and inflating the currency and whatever. That's what's going on. You see, our money in the United States right now is backed by the Federal Reserve. It's backed by nothing. It's backed on faith. That's all it is. There's nothing that backs our money right now. Nothing. No gold, no nothing. Okay? And what happens is when the Federal Reserve, they need more money, they print more money. And they do this fractional reserve lending. What happens is the banks get involved. I will do a video on it or I'll link a video to it because they have guys that done great videos on. Just look up Federal Reserve, what is exactly the Federal Reserve on YouTube, and I guarantee you're going to find some great videos. I mean, that's how I learned, and I'll tell you, it's sick. So pretty much this is a way where there is, like this Bitcoin, there's no Federal Reserve system. Everybody's mining. They get Bitcoin. They can earn Bitcoin from that. And then once it's done, it's done. Now, what they do is that the algorithms, they get harder and harder. So, like, it halves. They call it a halving. So, like, not only does the algorithm get harder, then they have what your rewards are. So it gets rarer and rarer to get these deals. But that's what makes the price of it go up, because becomes rarer and rarer to get Bitcoin. So it's kind of like there's only so much of it on Earth. The rarity itself will make it valuable. And that's what they're hoping. So pretty much what happens is, like I said, it had to do with the Wall Street bailout and whatnot. I'm sorry about that. I was just going through that. Oh, look. Cool. All right. So let me do this. So pretty much it was the unknown inventor never intended pretty much a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. So it started there again to get away from the banks, and then the way to do this is he went into that and announced Bitcoin. So again, guys, Bitcoin is right now top dog. Now, as you notice on this channel, I have not, and I'm not going to. I am not going to talk about markets. This channel will not ever talk about markets or any type of financial situation when it comes to these cryptocurrencies. Other channels will do that. You look them up. I might partner up with some of them. I don't know. They they got guys that do technical analysis. They look at like the daily trading, monthly, 1 hour charts, 4 hour charts. They look into that and that look, that's them. Okay. They do that. I'm not going to. And it goes into the fourth one. Will this get me in trouble with dumb Uncle Sam? Because as of right now, okay, so let me explain this, ladies and gentlemen. Say you've had Bitcoin for a few years and you wanted to cash out, like there are tax laws that you have to follow. Like I haven't cashed anything out. Okay, I've hodled, HODL, hold on for dear life. That's what I do. I just get some and I leave it alone. I don't, some people, they like to go on like a cryptocurrency exchange and like trade. I don't do no day trading. I don't do anything. I just hodl. Now, there'll be YouTubers that laugh at that. The reason why I do that because I don't have the experience to not. You understand? Like I am not a trader, and I work for a living, ladies and gentlemen. So I have a career. Because I have a career, I'm not going to try to make another career out of something that's just me. Just kind of, I do this more for a hobby. I do it because I think the technology is really cool. I think that this is going to be the next great thing. This is really going to be the next great thing, ladies and gentlemen. And I think that I want to help it along. I mean, I know in my lifetime, I will not incur any wealth from this, more than likely. Okay. I'm not going to, I may when I'm, retirement age, if I make it that long, but the point of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, is that I don't see like people younger than me in their 20s, maybe in their 30s, and then the kids in high school, they will benefit more from cryptocurrency than I ever will, but I think that this is a good stepping stone for our society to get away from banks. I think we need to get away from banks, and that can be a whole nother podcast, all that stuff. I'm trying to keep these about 30 minutes, these little segments, 30 minutes. Now, just a couple things before I leave y'all. Check out top left right there. That's my Twitter handle, and then the Telegram page, Crypto Coonass Nation. I will be looking for admins for that page. I just started it out. It's gonna be just general discussion. No, unless you wanna, if you wanna talk about ICOs in there, there's no advertising about ICOs. I'm not gonna allow it unless you talk to me first. We'll just talk in private about that. Also, I do have the normal Coonass podcast. I will have going on as well. If you look on YouTube, look up Coonass Podcast, or you go onto Facebook, look up Coonass Live Commentary. That is a group there. But I will say that that podcast probably will be moved away from YouTube and into another medium. This one will be on YouTube for a little while. I also will be putting it on other mediums and whatnot. But guys, if you want to get a hold of me, Twitter, good way to get a hold of me right there. Just send me a tweet until I get other things set up. But other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in. This has been the Crypto Coonass Podcast. I look forward to many more. And once again, like I say on my other podcast, guys, don't